Hello, my name is Andrea Morton, and I am here with the creator of Body Arts, Mr. Brian Joseph. Mr. Joseph, I am so excited to be sitting here interviewing you today. I'm just like so hyped about this. So I really appreciate you letting us come in and interview you for this.
Well, it's my pleasure to have you.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about your roots. Where are you from and how far can you go back on your history?
Well, I can go all the way back. I was born in Trinidad and grew up there, and I moved to New York when I was 17 and went to high school there. Then I went on to college in Mississippi.
Mississippi, from Trinidad to Mississippi.
Well, I had all the jokes about that
I hear
happening.
you.
But then I went to graduate school in San Antonio. And then I got a job in Austin and I ended up in Austin.
So what took you to San Antonio?
Graduate school. I went there for graduate school.
So you just kind of did some research and figured that was the place for you?
No, I went wherever I got a full ride.
I completely understand that. So what was it like being raised in Trinidad?
It was fun. Trinidad is tropical, so you have two seasons, wet and dry. And we had lots of fruits, we
Lots
had the
of great
beaches.
food.
And I grew up playing a lot of soccer, and the other sport is cricket. But as a kid, we played a lot of sports. We ate a lot of fruits. Every day was kind of exciting to be, to us, especially when we were out of school.
Absolutely. So how was your life, how was the path up into your creative, artistic side? What led you to that?
What led me to this is that I realized one day that I needed to control my own destiny. I was working in the city of Austin in public event facilities, and I realized that bureaucracy is one for me. I'm not a type, 8 to 5. It's not for me,
I hear you.
And wearing a tie, that was my biggest challenge because I have a big Adam's apple and I have to wear a tie and a suit every day. And
Really?
that bothers me more than anything else.
Really?
Yeah.
I got you. So tell me about the first time you discovered and realized you had artistic talent.
Well, actually, it's the day I decided to paint it I realized I had artistic talent because I made a decision to be an artist, not based on the fact that I thought I could paint. I wanted to do something different. And, at Palm Auditorium, we had a lot of art shows, and I'd see the artists come in, and I never thought I could do what they did, but I always thought they were happy, seemed to be free to do what they wanted to do. And that attracted me into pursuing art.
So that's it. When you saw that, you said you didn't want to have to work an 8 to 5, just kind of made you feel free to do your own thing.
Yeah, that freedom. Plus, I don't talk about this much, but one of the greatest things that happened to me once I started painting, I used to have panic attacks. That's one of the reasons when working at bureaucracy, it wasn't very comfortable for me. So I have these panic attacks, but I didn't know it was panic attacks until one day I heard a coworker talking about, she had a panic attack last night, and when she described what she went through, I said, well, that's what happened to me.
Wow.
So, but once I started painting, it went away.
So, but was it because you came to a new place? Is that where the panic came in, or how did you?
No, I think I talked to my mother about this, and she told me she had it
Really?
too. And so it's something maybe hereditary, and something in our genes. Because I remember one of my sons had it. Well, he only had one episode, and I sat down and I talked to him about it, and I think he learned to deal with it. Now, I'm more like an expert at panic attacks. People who have panic attacks call me and say, Brian, I have panic attacks.
What's going on, right?
I know what to do, because I have learned to manage it well.
Right.
And it never really goes away, but you learn to manage it. But if I feel it like it's coming on, I just go and start painting.
That is
and
awesome.
Take me away from
That is so nice. So, was it instant success for you, or what happened that you looked at it and said, you know what, I can make a living out of this?
Well, I was pretty brave back then because I started on the 9th of September, and on the 12th of September, I went to do a show, the summer show. And I had like 5 paintings on the table, and somebody came by, and she looked at them and said, "What are those?" And this story just came on to me. I said, "These are the Bydeeman people, and they have no facial features because you don't have to be good looking to be happy." And she looked at them and she walked away. And then she turned around, came out and said, "I gotta have one of those." And I lost.
That's so awesome.
I lost. I said, "You want to buy this?" She said,
All surprised,
yeah.
right?
I said, "You want to pay me for this?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "You really want it?" She said, "What is wrong with you?" And she didn't realize it was my first show.
Wow.
First I didn't sell anything else that weekend, but I felt like $1 million.
You had to.
Yeah.
You had to. So then you knew your work was definitely worth something.
Right, because I didn't expect to sell anything. Honestly, I thought,
That's
I
awesome.
just put it on the table and, see what
That's
happens.
so awesome.
Yeah.
So I see that the Bydeeman art is more than an image on a canvas. Can you explain the concept of Bydeeman?
The concept of body is that the body people is a fictitious people who came to this world to show us how to be happy. They look at our world, we have all these challenges, these problems, and they asked me as a Bydeeman, could you go and share our philosophy with these people so that they could, become happy too. And so, as the Bydeeman, that is what my job is, to come and share happiness with the world. But I didn't want to just tell you to be happy. I wanted to show you something that you could look at and,
That's a great concept.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. So I'm sure when people hear that story, they're more willing to buy, knowing that it has a story with it.
Yeah, I can't thank people enough for supporting me over the years, and I'm do my art as a professional art to sell, but it's the stories and the reaction of people and how people feel about it is the most gratifying thing.
I can imagine. So are you inspired by the works of other artists? And if so, who might they be?
Yeah, I inspired by artists all the time. I buy art too, to collect art. And I have like Carla Nicholson here in Austin, and Tony Edwards in San Antonio. These are people who I've done collaborations with and who inspired me too. And I think the greatest compliment as an artist you can get is when another artist says, "Hey, I would like to do something."
Absolutely.
It kind of makes you feel wow.
That's great.
My name is Councilmember Ora Houston. It is my pleasure to represent the people of District 1, and I am welcoming you to this facility, this wonderful event for Brian Joseph in District 1. So I'm glad you all are here. I have a proclamation to read from the City Council and the Mayor. Be it known that, whereas Brian Bydeeman Joseph painted his first painting of the fictitious Bydeeman people on September 9, 1986 in Austin, Texas, and has had a significant visual presence that contributed to enriching the landscape of Austin art scene for the last 30 years. And whereas Bydeeman art murals adorn the walls of several schools and beautifies public spaces in Austin and around the country. And whereas Bydeeman art promotes diversity, community unity, and education in schools and nonprofit organizations in Austin and around the country. Now therefore, Steve Adler, Mayor of the City of Austin, Texas, proclaims September 17, 2016 as Bydeeman Art 30th Anniversary Day. Congratulations.
So, how many murals have you painted at schools, and where are some located to this day?
I probably painted about 12 in all. Three in this neighborhood.
Really?
Actually, at Keeling, Blackshare, and Oak Springs. But, in Cedar Park, and Round Rock, I painted some murals. But I paint all over the country. I painted also at Cornell, well, one at Auburn University. I've done a big portrait, diversity piece for Texas A&M University.
Nice.
And I also did at, let's see, schools in Amarillo, Hereford, Texas, Pampa, Texas, Dallas, different places.
That's so
You know,
awesome.
it's so much over the years, I sometimes have a little difficult remembering when and where, but it's out there.
Yes.
With this conjunction to this show,
Uh-huh.
I have the kids are going to come in here this week,
Really?
and they're going to, I'm going to give them canvases, and they're going to go back after they experience the show, look at the mural, and come up with their own art. And I'm going to collect those, 30 in all, and create a book.
Oh, that's
that
so
I'll give to the
awesome.
school for their libraries.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking I'm going to give each one of the 30 kids a book too.
Oh, they're going to be so excited about that. That is so awesome. So, what is your vision for the future of Byde art?
Well, I'm going to keep painting and spreading the message and making things, positive art. But one day I hope to have a place, like a Byde place, where my collection is in, that people will come and, like a museum type,
Right.
where they could come in and see the history of the Byde people
That's
and
awesome.
all, and just enjoy the atmosphere of being in a place that is about happiness.
Let me ask you this. So, you came from Trinidad. Do you find a lot of people here in Austin who see this and they're like, wow, we've got somebody here that's, a part of us?
Yeah, well, the thing is, after being here, actually in Austin about 32 years,
Mhm.
I feel part of the community. And, but over the years, I have had some things happen that are kind of funny with people that ask me, in fact, one person told me they went to Tobago, which is the sister island of Trinidad, and they were looking for Byde people. So even though I said this is fictitious, sometimes people think there's so much going on that there's got to be somebody out there like who are
Right.
Byde. I can give you a little story. In 1988, I had a friend who, when he was from Trinidad like myself, and he went back on vacation, extended vacation for 6 months.
Mhm.
Before he left, I wasn't an artist. When he came back, I was an artist. So he said to me, when he came back, he said, the history of Trinidad is different from the history of Tobago. I said, that makes sense. Then he said, why don't we do a show about the Byde people? And I said, okay. In fact, I was like, this is the only person who grasps,
Right.
what I'm trying to do here. So he said, okay. He played the steel drum. We rented the Doherty Art Center. We sold tickets, and we called the show 8 Days in the Life of the Byde People.
8 days.
In the lives of the Byde people. So I
Okay.
had 8 paintings I did, and I was going to put them on stage. And so we're in the dressing room before the show now. And I said to him, I don't know what I'm going to say. And he said, what? You didn't do your research? I said, research? I made this up. He said, you made this up?
Oh gosh.
I said, yeah. I said, you didn't know that? He said, no. He said, I thought you were talking about Tobago. I said, oh my gosh. And we started to laugh.
Oh,
We
that's
laughed and
hilarious.
laughed. And it was so funny. And then he said, well, we got to do it. So he went
You
to
got to
the
do it.
stage.
That's right. You started it. You
Right.
got to get
And
it done.
He played the steel drum, and then it was my turn to get on stage. I thought it was like an out-of-body experience.
I can imagine.
was so scared. I got on stage. I was trembling. I guess, I don't know if people realize that. I was wet from head to toe, and I heard myself speak. And at the end, people gave me a standing ovation.
Wow. That had to feel so
If you had
good.
done that to me, I'd fall over. But it went well. And after the show, people were like, this is great and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow.
Fell on top
We
of the
did
world,
it.
didn't you?
We laughed about it. He said, man, if I knew you made it up, I would have never suggested.
Oh, wow, that's a
it."
great story. Tell us about the parade you established, and when and where is it held?
Well, you're talking about the Bydeeman festivals. I'm thinking about doing another one, but I usually do it together with a school or something. Or I did one at Marquette University at the beginning of the school year to introduce the students to diversity and multiculturalism. They would have me come in and we do a Bydeeman festival thing. But I also have done it here on but like I said, in conjunction with schools. And for the last couple of years, I've been traveling a lot. But now that I'm settled back in Austin, I hope to do another one soon. That will be.
So do you include the kids, in the parade? What does the parade consist of?
Well, it's the festival. Actually, is a festival. It's one day to be happy. Out of the 365 days a year, let's be happy one day. And as part of that, we started with a parade and stuff.
Okay.
But I think when Austin had the first night parades downtown, just before the New Year or Christmas, I think we participated. I had people dressed in Bydeeman costumes with a steel band playing at like carnival going down
Nice.
Congress Avenue. We did it for 2 years, and now they kind of discontinued that. But that was the parade that we actually did. But the other thing is the festivals.
That's so great. That is so great. So what are the Bydeeman people saying? What's the word right now about Bydeeman people?
The Bydeeman people are saying, come on, these challenges we have in the world, we could change and make a lot of changes in this world. We're one race, many people, all different colors. I tell people a rainbow, when you look at a rainbow, every color in the rainbow is as important as the other color. Because all these colors make up a rainbow. That's what we are in this world. And we're all here to contribute. And you can contribute good things or you can contribute bad things. We're trying to get people to think about the good things they can contribute.
What a great concept. I mean, people really need to know about you because it's so much positivity in your art, and listening to you, you have a story for every picture. They definitely need to know who you are. So how can people find your work and keep up with the ongoing Bydeeman culture?
Well, I have a website, www.bydeeman.com. But if you just Google the word Bydeeman, B-Y-D-E-E, which means bringing you delightful, entertaining experiences.
Oh, okay.
You will get...
Okay. Now tell me what that means again.
Bringing you delightful, entertaining experiences.
That's awesome.
The Bydeeman people believe that as the human body is made up of cells, the human personality is made up of shells. And whatever shell you open the most, what kind of day you're going to have. If you open me a happy shell, you're going to have a happy day. If you open me a beautiful shell, you're beautiful all day.
That's very true. Well, I'm just so excited to be here with you. I want to thank you so much for taking your time out to sit here and answer the questions that I have for you. I could definitely think of more, but I know you probably have better things to do. So I want to thank you so much for everything you've done and showing people this beautiful art that you have, the beautiful stories, the positivity that you have. And we just want to get the word out there that, who you are, who the Bydeeman people are, and just have them contact you because it's definitely needed.
Well, thank you. And with this 30-year anniversary retrospective, what I wanted to do is not just want to make it about me, but make it about the community and people who have helped me along the way. I didn't, get here by myself.
Right.
A lot of people helped me positively to keep and encourage me to keep going. And I think with this retrospective, I wanted people to see, visually what the history is about, the different style from year to year. Once someone told me once, Brian, I know exactly what you're going through in your life when I look at your paintings. And
Wow.
I said, you can't do that. And they explained to me, and I said, well, yeah, you're right.
Wow.
And, because we express what's in our heart as artists, but we express ourselves too in the
That's very
process.
true.
And sometimes we don't think so, but it all comes out to be who we are.
I've always been so, excited to know what artists are thinking when they do portraits and, how they come up with the names, because I've always wondered if that's what you're feeling, you put into your work, So we're excited about the next 30 years of Bydeeman people and to see what you're going to do. So again, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for taking your time out to spend this time with me. Time is the most expensive thing. You can get valuable thing you can give someone, and I always have to tell someone I appreciate your time.
Awesome. I wouldn't be anywhere else but here. So thank you.
You're welcome.